Yesterday, you were broke. Nobody respected you. Nobody listened to you. Every day felt exactly the same. Wake up, work, come home exhausted. Repeat. Bills kept piling up. Your apartment felt smaller every month, and even your own family stopped believing in you. But one random night, everything changed. Because somehow, you just won $500 million. At first, it felt impossible. Your hands started shaking. Your heart wouldn't slow down. You checked the numbers again, and again, and again. Every single number matched. You weren't dreaming anymore. And the moment your family found out, your life started falling apart. At first, you told nobody. Not your friends, not your parents, not even your best friend. Because deep down, you already knew something terrifying about money. Money changes people. The next morning, everything around you looked different. The same tiny apartment, the same unpaid bills, the same old furniture. But now, sitting quietly inside your pocket was a lottery ticket worth $500 million. You could leave this life forever. No more stress, no more worrying about rent, no more pretending everything was okay. For the first time in years, you felt powerful. But along with the excitement came fear. What if someone stole the ticket? What if people found out? What if your entire life changed overnight? That night, you barely slept. You kept checking the ticket every few minutes just to make sure it was still real. And every single time you looked at it, your heart started racing again. A few days later, you secretly met with a financial advisor. Sitting inside that luxury office felt unreal. Just a week ago, you were struggling to pay basic bills. And now, people in expensive suits were calling you Sir. It didn't feel like your life anymore. But the hardest part wasn't becoming rich. The hardest part was pretending nothing had changed. At family dinners, you forced yourself to act normal. You nodded during conversations, pretended to laugh at jokes, pretended everything was the same. But deep down, you knew your entire world was already changing. And eventually, secrets like this never stay hidden forever. It started with one small mistake, a phone call. That was all it took. Suddenly, everything changed. Somehow, the news spread through your family faster than you could control it. Relatives who ignored you for years suddenly started texting you, calling you, smiling at you, acting like they had always cared. People who never supported you suddenly spoke to you differently. Your phone wouldn't stop vibrating, message after message, missed calls, voicemails, fake congratulations. At first, it almost felt nice. For the first time in your life, people were paying attention to you. But slowly, the conversations started changing. Can you help me pay my debt? I just need a small loan. Family should help family. You have more money than you could ever spend anyway. Suddenly, everyone needed something from you. And the worst part? They stopped seeing you as a person. To them, you became a walking bank account. Family dinners became uncomfortable. Every conversation somehow returned to money. Every smile felt fake. Every compliment felt calculated. Even your parents started arguing more. Your cousins became jealous. Your relatives started competing for your attention. And slowly, the people you loved stopped feeling like family anymore. The mansion got bigger. The cars became more expensive. The lifestyle became more luxurious. But somehow, your life felt emptier than ever before. At first, the luxury felt incredible. You bought things you used to dream about for years. Expensive clothes, luxury cars, a giant mansion that barely even felt real. For the first time in your life, you felt important. People opened doors for you. Restaurants treated you differently. Strangers respected you instantly. And honestly, part of you loved it. After spending your entire life struggling, it finally felt like the world noticed you. But the excitement didn't last forever. Slowly, the luxury stopped feeling special. The mansion became quiet. The expensive watches became normal. The cars stopped making you happy. And no matter how much money surrounded you, something still felt missing. Then the real problems started. Family arguments became louder, more aggressive, more personal. One relative accused another of getting more money. Someone complained about unfair treatment. Someone else demanded more help. Every week, another argument exploded inside the house. And somehow, all of it traced back to you. The money that was supposed to save everyone was slowly destroying everything instead. One night, while your family screamed at each other downstairs, you sat alone in silence inside your giant mansion, listening, thinking about how badly you once wanted this life. Back when you were broke, you imagined money would solve everything. But nobody ever tells you the truth. Money doesn't just reveal who people are, it changes them. Eventually, the fighting stopped surprising you. It became normal. Every week, another argument, another accusation, another family member demanding something from you. Some people wanted money, some wanted houses, some wanted business investments. And whenever you said no, their attitude changed instantly. The smiles disappeared, the kindness disappeared, the fake love disappeared. That's when you finally realized something painful. They didn't miss you. They missed access to your money. Slowly, you stopped answering calls. You stopped attending family dinners. You stopped trusting anyone completely. Even inside your giant mansion, you felt trapped. The silence inside those massive, empty rooms started feeling heavier every night. One evening, you stood alone beside the giant mansion window, staring at the city lights in complete silence. And for the first time since winning the lottery, you asked yourself a question you never expected. Was any of this actually worth it? Because before the money, life was difficult, but at least relationships felt real. At least people looked at you like a human being. Now, every conversation felt fake. Every interaction felt transactional. Every relationship felt conditional. You escaped poverty. You achieved everything you once dreamed about. But somehow, you felt more alone than ever before. Winning the lottery didn't just change your life. It changed your family forever. And standing there alone in silence, surrounded by everything money could buy, you finally understood something most people never realize. Sometimes, getting everything you ever wanted can become the loneliest feeling in the world. Years later, people still talked about your lottery win sometimes. Strangers online called you lucky, successful, blessed. They saw the mansion, the cars, the expensive lifestyle. But nobody saw the silence behind it all. Nobody saw how empty the giant house felt at night. Nobody saw the messages left unanswered, the broken relationships, the family members who slowly became strangers. Winning the lottery gave you everything people dream about, but it also taught you something painful. Money can change your lifestyle overnight, but it cannot guarantee peace. And sometimes, the people closest to you change the fastest of all. Looking back now, you still remembered the old apartment sometimes, the tiny kitchen, the cheap furniture, the stressful nights. Back then, you hated that life, but at least it felt real. At least the people around you loved you for who you were, not for what you could give them. In the end, the lottery didn't just make you rich. It revealed the truth about everyone around you. And maybe that was the most expensive part of all. Because sometimes, the moment your dreams finally come true is also the moment you realize what they quietly destroyed along the way. And sitting there alone in the darkness of your mansion, staring at the city lights one last time, you finally understood something money could never buy: peace. Years later, people still talked about your lottery win sometimes. Strangers online called you lucky, successful, blessed. They saw the mansion, the cars, the expensive lifestyle. But nobody saw the silence behind it all. Nobody saw how empty the giant house felt at night. Nobody saw the messages left unanswered, the broken relationships, the family members who slowly became strangers. Winning the lottery gave you everything people dream about, but it also taught you something painful. Money can change your lifestyle overnight, but it cannot guarantee peace. And sometimes, the people closest to you change the fastest of all. Looking back now, you still remembered the old apartment sometimes, the tiny kitchen, the cheap furniture, the stressful nights. Back then, you hated that life, but at least it felt real. At least the people around you loved you for who you were, not for what you could give them. In the end, the lottery didn't just make you rich. It revealed the truth about everyone around you. And maybe that was the most expensive part of all. Because sometimes, the moment your dreams finally come true is also the moment you realize what they quietly destroyed along the way. And sitting there alone in the darkness of your mansion, staring at the city lights one last time, you finally understood something money could never buy: peace.